Hello, all. So, if someone that identified as a feminist came up to me and said, I don't support the trans community, my response would be, a lot of trans people are women, and all trans people are people. They're all human. So you should support them. Obviously. If someone who identified as a feminist came up to me and said, all showings of sexualization in media is all immoral because it all objectifies women, my response would be, have you seen Heavy Metal? That movie is awesome. Like, there's that opening with the car going into the planet Earth and it's like catching on fire and it has a great soundtrack, and then the Lochner shows up and melts that guy and randomly references Star Trek. I love that movie. Heavy Metal is awesome. And it has a lot of sex in it. So obviously sex can't be that bad. I'm just saying that movie rocks. And that's kind of the point that I'm making. The definition of feminist is to try and get gender equality for men, women, and of course non-binary people. It's about getting equality to everybody. And that idea is so noble and so cool that countless people have gone behind it. And people being people, some have misstepped, some have biases, and some have silly opinions. But only some. And does that invalidate feminists? Or mean that feminists aren't needed? Or that the whole feminist idea is silly? And does that make all feminists men haters and crazy women? No, it doesn't. We still need feminists. We need feminists a lot. Like, have you been taking note? The world's gone kind of crazy. We really, really do need feminists. We need feminists because rape against men and women is still a highly ignored crime. And we do indeed currently live in a rape culture. We need feminists because victim blaming has become the norm a lot of the time. We need feminists because there are actual hate groups against women that have formed over time, like the men's rights movement and the so-called pickup artists that are on websites like A Voice for Men and The Red Pill. We'll probably make a couple of comments on this video trying to rebuttal it and make fun of me in every way possible, simply and only because I'm making a video pro-feminist. And if I've had to disable the comments, it's because these guys spam the video, like just making fun of everything and trying to be sexist dicks. We need feminists because if you're a girl and you go on a dating site like Plenty of Fish or OkCupid, you'll probably get about several messages a day of dudes' dicks. We need feminists because catcalling happens every single day. We need feminists because rape happens every single day. We need feminists for so many reasons. It's crazy. We need feminists because when a movie comes out, like SimCity, that presses and pushes for one type of sexuality of the female form like crazy and has all these naked women running around and people love it. And then another movie exists called Nightmare on Elm Street 2 that has tons of homosexual undertones and naked guys throughout it. People say Sin City is awesome, and then people say Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is dumb and horrible simply because it's gay. Dude, they're both doing the same thing. They're both the exact same movie. One's having women sexualized, one's having guys sexualized. They're both the same movie. One's having guys sexualized, one's having women sexualized. You can't hate on A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 for being gay. I'm sorry, but you can't. It's not cool. And that's another reason why we need feminists. We need feminists because, do I need to come up with more reasons? I think I've already got a bit of a mountain here. We need feminists because women have been threatened with death, rape, and inhuman torture for simply commenting on video games. Look at feminist frequency. That stuff is insane. We need feminists for countless reasons. We need feminists because they've decided, simply because a lot of them are nice people, to support the LGBTQ community. And to even support my community, aces, asexuals. They just decided to do that. I didn't show up at their base and said, you have to support us. No, they just decided to. We need feminists because we don't got equality yet. And for all these reasons and a lot many more, I'm just going to say it. I'm a feminist. And I just felt like saying that. But once again, if anyone ever tells me that Heavy Metal is a bad movie, you're wrong. It's awesome. Leave that movie alone.